there, friends, Nibs again. Out in the garage, a little bit of goofing around today. The weather's starting to turn back into winter on us outside, so I figured I'd keep it indoors for today. But I have a new bring home I showed you guys the other day. This one is pretty darn cool. It's quite a massive pistol. And it's pretty impressive, really. I did some testing with it before I started up, and it's got some power. Let's talk about the numbers I saw with it. So first of all, the trigger is really nice. It's got several adjustments on there. I'm not sure exactly what they do yet. I haven't really researched that, but I'm going to look into that. I think it can be improved a little bit, but it's really kind of nice already. I did test it with my Lyman trigger pull gauge. It's a very nice piece. Get yourself one of those. But I tested that, and I had right around an average. I did 4 or 5 pulls, and I did see an average of around 2 pounds 4 ounces. I think the highest one was like 5.5 ounces, 2 pounds 5.5 ounces. Very consistent trigger right out of the box too. So, but we'll see if we can get that down a little bit lower. I think this will be a great pistol to go head to head against. I've got a Weihrauch HW70, the Gecko Model 6, that recoilless one, the Daisy 62. So many cool Springer guns out here, and also I think this thing will shoot pretty good, probably against even some of my single stroke pneumatics. So we'll try some of those too. But this is probably one of the most powerful pistols I have out here in the garage. I can't think of one that is more powerful right off the top of my head. I did about 8 or 9 shots. I had a tough time. I don't know why. I think my battery might be going dead in my Caldwell chronograph, but it kept giving me errors. But I finally did get a consistent string, and it really has a very close spread. Has an average of around 584. I'll throw that up right here. We're average around 584, and a spread of only about 8 feet per second over. Actually, I threw out several duplicates and stuff, so, but over about an 8-shot string, it only had a spread of about 8 feet per second. So really tight shot there for, especially for a Springer. Those tend to have a little bit more of a variation in speed, but this one's really close. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a couple of groups just to test it out. I'm gonna try it with some light ones. I really like these Meisterkuggens. These are 7 grain pellet, and then we'll go with a little bit heavier pellet, but still really nice and consistent. These Stoeger X matches, they're about an 8.18 grain. So let's go ahead, we'll shoot a couple of groups here just to see how it does. I did shoot a little bit beforehand to test it out, and this thing was it was cranked all the way down, so I don't know how anybody could have shot a decent group with it the way it was set up, but it was shooting about 3 inches low the way that this rear sight was set up here. The windage was right on. Maybe they did that so it wouldn't get damaged in shipping, or, well, wouldn't. I bought this from a local store, so I didn't get it shipped in. I don't know what I'm thinking about. But these are the Meisterkuggens first. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. This thing's got the one thing I don't like about this gun is the way that the safety is arranged on this thing. It's not intuitive. You got to get your finger in right next to the trigger to flip that thing up, and just not a big fan of it. But other than that, I really like this thing. It does have a little bit of spring twang in there, but it's not bad. It's not a bad sounding Springer at all, especially with the amount of power it has. once I get some trigger time with it and get some practice on it, this thing will be, I think, will be a really contender out here in the garage for the head-to-head challenges. Looks like it likes these Meisterkugels pretty well. Pulled that one a little low. That was just me. Like I said, gotta get a little trigger time with it, and I think it'll do pretty nice. Maybe work on this trigger just a little bit. Get it so it's consistent down in like the low ones, like several of the other of my pistols I have out here. All right, so now these are the Stogers. And like I said, I didn't spend a lot of time zeroing this out. I just got the elevation up a little bit so that it was actually hitting on the bullseye. And we'll work on getting the getting the thing zeroed out pretty well down the road. But for now, I just wanted to test it out and see how it was doing. See whether it was a worthwhile purchase. See if it was going to need any maintenance before but it seems like it's working pretty darn nice. Just needs, I think, just a little bit of trigger adjustment, and maybe just a little bit more zeroing. Looks like it might like them Stogers even better. Yep. So they are a heavier pellet, and this is a very powerful pistol, so I kind of almost expected that it might like those Stogers. But anyway, so there you go. There is my initial review, I guess you could say, for the Diana, RWS Diana P5 Magnum. It has most Dianas that I own out here in the garage, and I own several, all have a date code on them. This one does not have a date code on it, but it says made in Germany, and then it has a DE stamped after it. So I don't know if anybody out there in YouTube land can help me out with that. I don't know if newer stuff from Diana is got some sort of date code instead of just an actual year production date stamped on it. But it says DE, and then it has a serial number up here. And I don't know if that has any indication. It begins with 01. But there you go. There is my 177 caliber Diana P5 Magnum. Really cool. Got nice fiber optic sights, front and rear. That helps out a lot with the sight picture. Really cool gun. There's my first review. I hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I do post up new videos. Until next time, have a great day.